Let's jump right in. We are opening with the first scene of Zarathustra's prologue, after Zarathustra has left home at the age of 30 and has wandered off into the mountains. After 10 years of solitude, Zarathustra emerges from his cave and speaks to the sun. "You, great star, what would your happiness be had you not those for whom you shine? Behold, I am weary of my wisdom. Like a bee that has gathered too much honey, I need hands outstretched to receive it. For that, I must descend to the depths as you do in the evening when you go behind the sea and still bring light to the underworld, you over-rich star. Like you, I must go under. Bless the cup that wants to overflow, that the water may flow from it golden and carry everywhere the reflection of your delight. Behold, this cup wants to become empty again." The sun here is a symbol of abundance, and I don't think there's anything hidden in the number 10, other than suggesting that self-knowledge is very much a pursuit, that sitting with yourself is not a weekend retreat, but requires a prolonged period of solitude. But what does solitude mean? It doesn't mean that you have to go off into a cave in the mountains, although that does sound sublime. Trust me, if I could find me a cave in the mountain with a cozy fireplace and a huge library, little cat, I would be very pleased in my mountains. But solitude isn't about complete isolation, which is impossible in the modern world anyways. But it's about keeping your privacy. It's about working on yourself in the dark. I'm a big believer that parts of your struggle must be experienced alone, that not every or any of your darkest experience should be displayed for an audience. You can speak to those moments. You can teach from those moments after a period of integration. But not everything is meant for the public gaze. The battle of the mind is a sacred rite of passage. So when you grab a camera and you videotape those moments of breakthrough and union with yourself, in my view, you fracture the process of full integration. Because instead of integration, you prematurely externalize what's still forming. And because of that, the inner authority and the self-respect earned from facing your battles in darkness without an audience, without validation, is not fully embodied. This is a period where you embody the seeker archetype. Solitude becomes an active process of inquiry, learning, and self-understanding. Zarathustra doesn't descend from the mountains because he's empty. He descends because he's full of self-understanding that has been earned through prolonged solitude and integration. And this distinction matters because Zarathustra's return is not motivated by a desire to be seen or to externalize a process that is still unfolding. He descends because the inner work has been completed. What Nietzsche is pointing to here is the difference between speaking within the process and speaking after integration has occurred. Solitude is not the end goal, but neither is being seen. The return only becomes appropriate once what has been learned has been fully integrated. If you've made it this far, thank you for listening. You've completed the first reading of Thus Spoke Zarathustra, which is awesome. And I'm glad that you are as curious about Friedrich Nietzsche as I am. If you enjoyed this lesson and believe someone else will find value in it too, consider hitting the thumbs up or sharing this video with a friend. If you are returning, you might consider hitting the subscribe button, and I'll meet you back here for the next reading.